Hey everybody. Back again. Going to be doing just some more mod work. I've got some plans for today. And I've done some work in the last few days since I streamed. Let me run through what I've done, and then we'll get into some new stuff. Uh, Let me also just quickly set up my stream manager. I always forget about this. Oh damn, Ludwig's live. I'm not gonna get anything. Ugh. Stream manager. Alright, let's take a look. Alrighty, so where did I leave off last time? I think I might have been doing this. I don't know, I've done a lot since, but this is the BLT sandwich. I don't know if I finished this last stream. I think I might have. We got our BLT sandwich. We're hopefully gonna get close to another sandwich today. That's the goal today. But in between streams, I've added a few more items, as you might see in here. And after this stream, I want to do an update of the pack. Oh, sorry, not the pack, of the mod. The first version beta has released on CurseForge. Just under Food of Wolves Fabric, you can find it there. But what we're gonna do is other things I forget to do before streaming. Let me just grab that. Alrighty. Jump over here. Just gotta chuck these links out in a few places. Alright. So I've added a few more things since last stream. So we've got two new vegetables. We've got the brown onion and red onion, and obviously their corresponding seeds, which you just get from breaking grass like normal. I've also worked on the textures for their crops. You can see them over here. So there's just the brown and then the red variant behind, obviously. What's up, HM? Nice to see you. So I've got the brown and red variants for the onions. Their item models are these ones here. We then have sliced onions. So we've got red and brown sliced onions as well. From there, if you cook the brown onions, you get cooked onions, which I still need to work on their texture. This is just an interim one. And then you get caramelized, which look too much like potatoes to me. I'm going to change them as well. They're the ones I'm not happy with. But if you cook them twice, you get the caramelized. That's only from the brown onion. that's the same as well with the battered and the onion rings. They're only made from the brown onion because you don't typically use red onion for that in real life. But I have the red onions there for some future recipes. But for now, we've got battered onion and onion rings. Alright. Other than that, we've added these, which is the wet carton and the regular carton. So a few foods do need to be almost contained, I guess, in cartons. It was just sort of the best way I could think about the texture and like for the item model. So I've incorporated into the recipes as well. So with the wet carton, you just make it with paper and a water bucket. It's pretty easy, and you have to hang it up on a drying rack. It takes a minute of real time to dry into a carton, and then with the carton you can make uncooked fries and you can make raw nuggets. That's just with a knife and then the corresponding food items from Minecraft. So chicken and where is potato? Potato. You can make uncooked fries or raw nuggets. Uncooked fries directly cook into regular fries. Uncooked nuggets then raw nuggets then need to be battered like everything else with flour, salt, and pepper. And this is a shapeless crafting, so you can do it any way you'd like. Then the battered nuggets can be cooked into just your regular nuggets, which are these ones here. If I think of a better way of sort of doing that without the cartons, I might do it. But at the moment, I kind of enjoy having that extra step. Like I think it's a good little tidbit. A little bit of respect to McDonald's as well, with their fries and nuggets all being in some sort of packaging, kind of like that. What else? We also changed around. I edited with the rendering of the drying racks to make sure the items stayed within one block space, because before their pixels were extending outside of the block space the drying rack was within. So I edited the peppercorn texture, so it's sort of 2 now, and it stays within the block space, and that was just so that both the carton and the peppercorn both sort of fit, I guess, on the drying rack properly. It also means that there's no sort of weird like cutoff of the texture if you put a block directly below it. Not that many people would, because the drying rack sort of inherently looks sort of better up high, but yeah, it was just sort of frustrating me, so I thought changing it was probably an easier option. What else? I think that is pretty much it. And today we're going to be looking at adding 2 new trees and a new crop. Hopefully all of that will be achievable. And if we don't happen to finish the textures for them or something like that, we can I can always do that off stream and then release the updated for the pack. The end goal of these new trees and the new crop is going to be a steak sandwich. So essentially what I want is it's going to be the caramelized onions, steak. So I'm going to have sliced bread, steak, caramelized onion, and then I want to create aioli, because I think that would be fun, basically. It's gonna be interesting. Catch a HM. Oh, getting a second monitor finally. Send me a picture when you get it. I wanna see the setup. Still a second monitor. Have you seen tomatoes? They're both cheap. It's a second one. It doesn't need to be expensive. It's just for the internet on the side, right? All right. So where do we start is probably best. The two trees we're gonna add are lemon and lime trees. So we're gonna add some citrus, which is also gonna lead into some more items that I want to make. I want to do some juice things soon. But for now, we're going to, how do I say this? For now, we're just gonna focus on the trees, and the crop we're gonna add is garlic. Making mayo, and then obviously an aioli. The sauces is going to be interesting. I haven't really looked at how you would even make one, really. Let's take a look. So, an aioli. Rough recipe. You need garlic, lemon juice. I know that most of what's in it. Good quality mayonnaise. Okay, so this doesn't tell us how to make mayonnaise. Let's look at mayo recipe, because I'm fairly certain oil is involved that I might skip for the time being. Yeah, neutral flavored oil. Oil. Because I do want to add oil as an item at some point, but I don't know how I want to implement it yet. Whether I want to implement it as a legitimate liquid, I am kind of uncertain. I think the important parts are just getting the lemon, lime, and garlic in, and then I can release, and then I can work on how the steak sandwich is gonna come in. So we'll see how far we get, basically. All right. Let me just adjust this because I was sitting in some bad posture. Alrighty. Let us see what we can do. Alright. We need to jump out of Minecraft, jump back into Visual Studio Code. Alrighty. Let's see where we need to start, yeah. So just what we need to do is, if we're gonna do it like how I've got the peppercorn tree implemented at the moment, the only difference is the leaves. So all we really need to do is implement a new leaf block and a new sapling block. So let's start with those. We'll go lemon leaves, leaves, equals new. Well, we're in the items. We need to. Yeah, we need to go to. I'm just going to write this in for now, but it's not going to be there. New item dot settings dot group mod groups dot fab. All right. And I guess we'll implement the. Might as well implement the sapling item as well, because we need to go to mod blocks and add the actual block. This is just the block item, so what it shows up as in your inventory. Let's do, and we'll do the two trees at the same time, I guess, because there's no real point not. I don't see a point not to. New block item mod blocks dot. Oh. Alrighty. Whoa, there we go. Alright. Then what do we have? We got public. Lime leaves. I also need to figure out a cleaner way of writing this code, because I feel like there's gotta be a better way of like registering everything, but I don't know what it is. Like, then going line by line like this, it's like, it just seems like there's just a lot going on, you know what I mean? And I feel like it probably somehow could be, I don't know, at least just like lessened. Mod groups, tab feedables group, and we'll do our last one, public, static, oh, final, block item, time, whoop, sapling equals new block item, mod blocks dot. Like, there's just surely a better way, you know what I mean? I'll figure it out at some point. Gotta stop beating myself up about it. It is my first mod I've ever made. So if it's fucking written in the worst possible way to be expected, and I can always fix it up later, as long as it works. Alright. So that really is just the that is really just the block items, and they're not even registered. I haven't done that yet. I have to do that down here as well. What I should do is do them, because otherwise I'll forget about it. New identifier feedables mod ID. And the reason I am typing rather than just copy pasting and changing the values is because I need the fucking practice, basically. I'm not great at typing quickly, so throughout this experience I've tried not copying as much as possible, but sometimes I don't get bothered. But for now, we've just started, so I am bothered for the time being. I'm sure I'll give up on it before the end of stream though. Usually the pixel art takes it out of me, so once I've done that. Mod ID. Lemon sapling. And then we get there we go. dot item suitables dot mod ID. God damn, I am bad at typing. There we go. Lime leaves. That should not be shorter. Why is this shorter? And why? Oh, I just haven't finished it. Lime leaves. Lime leaves. And registry dot register. There we go. Registry dot item new identifier. Oh no, suitables dot mod ID. I'm sapling. I think the craziest thing I've found with modding is just how many times you have to like write the same fucking name for things. Like, not only is it here just to register, but then to even make sure it has a like an item model, you need to apply a model here. The texture has to be named the same. Then your recipes have to be named the same. Like, there's just a lot of what feels like repetition, but I guess like they need to be separated things, and that's like the identifier. Like, oh Jesus, there's just a lot all the time. Alright, and where are we? Here. So here we are doing our blocks. What I might do is just do 3 blocks. Just stuff for trees, because keeping it separated is probably not the worst thing, just in terms of finding it again if I need to. Especially at some point, hopefully, I want to add, once I figure out how to refactor my drying racks, so I can have all of the variations, but only hopefully one file for each thing, rather than at the moment I have a 3 files per drying rack, which is nuts. I would like to add more wood types through the different trees and have their own. They can all have their own stems, and then I can add all of them in as drying rack options, because I think that'd be cool. But yeah, not not for the moment, because it's gonna just clog up my code if I do any of that. Copy of we'll just do blocks dot reduce spruce leaves like above. Picks randomly. Sounds block sound group dot. I always knew it sounded like grass, but I didn't really think about it. But I guess leaves and grass are the same thing. And 0.2f on the strength. Strength and hardness. Alright, so that's our lemon leaves. Then we need the sapling block. Lemon, sapling equals new. Why did I make it peppercorn sapling? My blocks. I made it peppercorn sapling. Does it have any reason to be peppercorn specifically, or can I change this? What's the peppercorn sapling generator? Wild featured tree. Yeah. I'm just wondering whether or not these have to be. Yeah. Okay. The way I have this set up is also going to need them all to have separate ones that are all very similar. They're all going to need to have the tree feature, they're all going to need to have the sapling generator, and they're all going to need to have just the sapling class. What I might do then is, oh no, not file. This is going to fuck a few things up real quick, but we can fix them. New folder. I'm going to just do saplings. We're going to refactor. Yes. Okay. Typical and sapling generator's fine. This thinks it's a new file, even though it's not. It just got moved. What did it break? Okay, I've got 21 issues. These cause 18, so it didn't look like it break anything. Okay, cool. What I then need to do is add one called lemon sapling. They all call each other around, so it's just going to have a little bit of a spat. I can just do wherever there's peppercorn. Change with lemon. Yep, and then if I jump down to my tree stuff, new file, and we do lemon, sapling generator, but cover. Then if we just grab this stuff, and go here, and we'll change those, and we'll just capitalize that. Okay, the lemon sapling is cleared up. Lemon sapling generator now has an issue, but that's fine. We can close peppercorn sapling. Just close my change log for now because I don't need that. All right, new lemon sapling. And I'll have to import it. And then public static final block lemon. Oh no. Potted lemon sapling equals new. Because it's important for you to be able to plant the sapling, I think. Lemon sapling. Fabric block settings dot copy of blocks dot potted. Oh. I'm just going to keep it the same because I don't want them to work any differently from each other. Alright. Mod blocks is fine. Generator's the only thing having an issue, and it's because I don't have mod generation set up. Cool. But then I also have to register these. Alright. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just gonna do 3 blocks. And I'm already not bothered. Let's change things over. I'm gonna do lemon. I'll do a little bit of typing, but otherwise I'm gonna copy lemon. I mean, I've already written the code. I know what it does. Lemon. All right. Those are registered. And if I go to generation, yeah, this is the part that we are definitely copying for. All right, where are we? We're gonna change this to lemon like this, and we're just gonna go one by one and make sure they're changed. Lemon, lemon, lemon. Right. Then we're gonna grab these ones. Lemon, lemon. Next one. Next one. Next one. Lemon. Alright, now we'll go back. Now we'll do lowercase. Change, 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 and change. And lemon sapling generator shouldn't have an issue. Peppercorn tree feature. How do I use that? What do I call that? Sends tree feature. Where where am I using that? Right? It would be the whole thing. I'm not using it anywhere in mod generation. I find its references. What? It's serialization. Super weird. I can't remember why I did that. Peppercorn tree a while ago. So me talking about I know what my code does and then I don't know what that code does. I didn't implement it. I didn't import it at all. Not here at least. This is registering the trees. This sets how far they go. This is their feature. What happens? I don't know what happens. What if I... Oh, if I just comment this out. Whoops, I always do that. Oops, wrong one. This one. What's issues anyway? This is all deprecation issues. That's fine. And yeah, that's just the Lime stuff. If I comment this out. There's no extra issues that pop up. Alright, I'm gonna have to look into this after. Let me write that down. Peppercorn. It might have been a way I was thinking of implementing trees and then I just didn't delete it. Lib, what's going on? How you doing, man? Good to hear. Cheers, I'm finally back, huh? Took me a while. Uni's just been busy. Well, Uni's just been very busy. How's life? Anything interesting happen in my break? Finished up school for the year? Nice. Are you in university or high school? It was university, weren't you? You're older than high school, from what I remember. Last year of high school. Oh, okay. So you're very close. Congratulations on finishing high school. I always forget you guys finish at a weird time because you start in September, don't you? Like Canada and America and all them start in September. That's weird. Yeah, that's strange, man. What? We start at the start of the year. That's normal. You guys start at the like very close to the end, like getting close to the end. Not even like 3/4 of the way through. You're just like, all right, new year now. That makes too much sense. I know, right? Yeah, let's make things more confusing. Why not? Um, you asked what I'm working on. I am working on a Minecraft mod for 1.17. The new update just came out, so and I'm in uni break and I want to keep up with my coding at least a little bit. So I'm making a mod for my holiday project. So it is I'm very close to just doing a testing portion. So I'll show you in a second, but I'll tell you as well quickly. I'm essentially just doing a how do I explain it? I'm doing a food mod. That makes sense? Essentially just adding extra food items to the game, new crops, trees, just ways of collecting food, making food, etc., etc. Alright, I think those are good. Close that. Yeah, that's what I'm that's what I'm hoping, because I find the food options in Minecraft, like, once you get to a point, it's just kind of like you eat steak or you eat golden carrots, and that's about it. Like, steak and golden carrots just end up being like all you do, right? And I feel like if there's some better foods that are less attainable or a bit more effort to actually obtain, um, it might make it more of a yeah, it might make it more of a I guess a bit of a challenge for people to actually sort of go out of their way, you know, to to get that. Okay, and then I need to add in my lime tree, which I do with this code. Lime. 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 I've definitely forgot something, but that's fine for now, I think. Lime and lime. Alright, I got 29 problems. What items? Suitables clients not used, that's fine. Fix that up. All the racks should have issues. Potted lime sapling could not be resolved to a field. Where do I specify? Oh, in mod blocks. Lime sapling. Oh, okay. And public final block. Potted lime. Yeah, so right now I'm adding 2 new trees. The lemon and lime trees. I've only got 1 tree in the game at the moment. But once I have these implemented, I can show you what I've been working on. Let's see, we need the lime sapling with fabric fabric block settings. Settings dot copy blocks dot potted spruce. Alright, and that should solve issues here. Just need to import that. Alright, we should have 26 issues essentially. Yes. Which means everything's working. It just doesn't have textures and things like that at the moment. So let me just close Minecraft and reopen. Oh. So what are you planning on now that you've finished high school? You've got what, a few months before you figure out college, or not going to college, doing a trade? What's the plan, Lib? Chill out for a year. I did that. Let's switch over to Minecraft. There we go. Oh, the year off in between high school and university was great, and then I took another year off between university and university, which was also great. I mean, I worked for that time, but like not full time or anything. So like I just worked a part time job for that time, so kind of just got to do what I want for most of the days. Alrighty. So you can see some of the stuff I've added. There's my crops behind here. So I've got lettuce, tomatoes, and I've got brown and red onion. And then what else have I added? So I've got lettuce, onions, tomatoes. I got onion rings and cooked onions, caramelized onions, all of this stuff. My goal was, because I didn't know what I wanted to make. I just knew I wanted to do a mod. So my girlfriend said essentially was like, make salt and pepper squid in Minecraft because it's her favorite food. And I've sort of just been running with that since I finished the salt and pepper squid, and then I was just like, what else can I add? There's no cutting board, not yet, but I've got the tools I have is mortar and pestle and a knife. So far, there's fries, all the squid, bacon, nuggets in the little package that you get from Macca's, but I didn't make it red because I don't want to get a copyright claim. Sliced bread and a BLT sandwich, which is very yummy. These are peppercorns. So over here, these are all the wood variants of a drying rack. So you hang these up on them, and they dry into dried peppercorn, which you can grind up into ground pepper. Salt you can find in the ground. There's an ore block. I need to work on this more, but there's an ore block. So you find salt, grind that up into salt, and you can grind wheat into wheat flour. And then there's all the seeds, and then there's I don't know why that's coming up as air. Oh, I haven't added block items for them. I haven't registered their block items probably. Let me jump back into the code for a second and we'll have a look. Mod items. Here's the lemon and lime stuff. Oh, I did do that. I'm hoping to add some more interesting things as well. But I need to get all like the basic ingredients in so that then I can do all the recipes of merging all the stuff together. But yeah, I'm so happy with it. Like I had never done pixel art before, and I think that like a lot of the stuff here has come out really well. I think there's some stuff I could probably tweak and patch up, but like I think a lot of it has come out really well. Some of the onions I'm not happy with, but you know, Yeah, that's I was going for a lot. I've used a lot of the I've used a lot of the colors from MC items because I didn't want to stray too far, but like yeah. I think a lot of it's coming out really well. And like again, I can always change it and edit it and do better. Um I don't know why these are showing up as air and these are showing up properly. So the mod itself is called Foodibles, and I put a version out on CurseForge just to see how that all worked. I got a few downloads so far, which is good. I got a compliment on my textures as well. Yeah, let's let's hope I get some Twitch traffic from there eventually. Um, I don't know why these are showing up as air, honestly. Um, I've registered the items. I've registered the block items as well. Where? This is them here. Lime leaves, lime sapling. But like the name should come up. Okay. Um, I. Oh, that's why. I did not register them here. I'm so smart. There's so many places you've got to put these names in, otherwise they don't work. Lime leaves. Leaves. And how you doing with like COVID and everything, Lib? How's Canada? Have you had any problems with it, or I don't know how. I haven't heard how Canada's going at all. I wrote Kime leaves. Change that. Lime sapling. And register. Registry.block. Your identifier. The potted lime sapling is what we want to do. Potted lime sapling. Hopefully these textures won't be too hard to make, honestly, because I've already got like the base set up. But we will see. Alright. 26 issues is our new one. Perfect. So now if I quit Minecraft and relaunch. This is definitely going to be a big update once I roll this out. I mean, there's not going to be too many high value items, I think, but things are getting a little better. We're still in lockdown, but 175%. I think we open up a bit again. Not bad. Um, things aren't the worst down here ever, but they're also not the best either. Uh, things are good nationwide, but because I live in Sydney, which is the most populous city in Australia. We keep having us and Melbourne, the second most populous city, keep having like outbreaks. Um, but luckily my like specific area hasn't been affected too much. In Sydney, but like where my sister lives in Sydney has been affected quite a bit, and like I've got a lot of friends in Melbourne who have been affected. But luckily nothing bad has sort of happened, and the big problem at the moment is our government bought AstraZeneca as the main vaccine, and it's affecting young people. Young people are getting blood clots and dying from the vaccine um, at a higher rate than was expected. So now people are refusing to get AstraZeneca and waiting for the government to buy Pfizer as a replacement. So a lot of people are waiting on getting vaccinated, which is slowing things down. And we've just had a bunch of Delta variant outbreaks, which aren't great because people don't want to get vaccinated at the same time as the most deadly variant yet is sort of spreading. So yeah, hopefully things go all right, but we'll see. Things are still open. Luckily, we're not technically in lockdown, which is crazy to me. But if things continue as they have been over the last like few days, we'll probably be in lockdown again real soon. Honestly, like going into lockdown doesn't sound like the worst thing, because if we go into lockdown, I get to work on this more. If we go into lockdown, I get to stream more. But yeah, like that's just a positive for me, not a positive for humanity. You know what I mean? But I don't mind lockdown personally. Like a lot of people go crazy in lockdown. I have no qualms with lockdown. Oh, I appreciate that. Kind words, Lib. Thank you. All right. So we've got the lemon leaves, lime, and sapling. All of that's coming in. But if we jump into a creative world, peaceful, just a regular world, we should find some purple and black trees sitting in the plains biome, hopefully. At the moment, I have peppercorn trees, my other tree type, spawning very rarely in. Well, this is a cool seed. Oh, I wish I was playing survival right now. Um, I have my other tree type peppercorns spawning. Is this just a jungle island? Is that it? Oh, this would be such a cool seed. I'm going to copy it to clipboard and save it somewhere. Notepad. Jungle Island seed. Whoa, island seed. Save as seeds.txt. Cool. Gotta just keep that one for myself just in case. Alright. let's get a new world then, because we just need to be near a plains biome. I'll delete that one. So I'm not too sure whether or not I want lemon and lime to also spawn in the plains, or maybe give them a different what's with the islands? I swear I spawn on islands like regularly more than anywhere else. But yeah, I want to just see, because I might have them spawn in the forest, because like obviously I'm gonna add a lot of I want to add a lot of tree types over time. So if I have them all as a rare chance to spawn in like just the plains biome, it's not really gonna help me, because then the plains biome will just be covered in trees, but they'll all be different types. Alright, surely there is a plains biome near here. We got the woods. Come on. Yeah. I swear, oceans are just all over the place now. Alright, I have to go through this dark oak forest. Oh, there's literally a plains right here. But I'm gonna have to go through this dark oak forest probably. Go through this mountain biome, I guess. At least this isn't an island. It's a really weird world. All the biomes are really small. There's a plains. For like 2 seconds. Oh god. Alright. There we go. Yeah. See, this is what I mean. Is like, this is a lemon tree, which I'm assuming this is also a lemon tree. Okay. This is a lemon tree. That's a lemon tree. That's a lemon tree. That's a lemon tree. There's a peppercorn tree. That's lemon as well, really? Okay. That's also a lemon tree. Okay, so they're spawning irregularly more than everything else, which is weird, because they shouldn't. That's lemon. That's also lemon. Fuck. Yeah. So if we're taking a look at, like, this is a regular plains biome, right? There's like a few trees dotted around. But this is the only peppercorn tree. Unless that's also a peppercorn tree over there. Which it is not. But there's one, right? Across this whole plains biome. Which is not a whole lot. Why did so many lemon trees spawn? Let's take a look over here. Did I edit one of the values by accident, maybe? No. I don't think I did anything different. Yeah, I didn't change any values, so I don't know why it's spawning so commonly compared. Maybe it was just a lucky run, unless I didn't change, not lime leaves. Oh, here we go. That's why. That also has to say lime. That'd be the reason. As you can see, Lib, I'm not the greatest at coding ever. Also, this is like horribly messy code. Horribly, horribly messy. All of it. And I know it, but I'm not bothered to fix it. Yeah, yeah. I'll fix it one day. The game hasn't crashed yet. Oh, it's crashed on me so many times. But like, that's the process, alright? That's the process, Lib. It's fine. I always find a way to fix it. If it works, it works. That's the number one rule with coding. If it works, it works. Oh, I was gonna say, if this is goddamn islands again. I saw that. I think once I get a good working version of this, oop, there's planes, of this mod, I would like to maybe start a server up with just like my favorite fabric mods. Oop, there's one. What one is this? This is a lemon tree. I think I just can't put too many tree types in the plains. Like I'm gonna have to put a few. There's a peppercorn. Nope, that's a birch tree. They almost have the same color leaves. Can't put too many in the plains biome, otherwise I'm just gonna sort of saturate it with trees when it's not meant to have too many trees. But they're rare at the moment, so I think it's fine for the time being. I could make them more rare as well, I guess. But yeah, I was saying I would I think I'd like to start a server with just some mods. Oh, there's a few trees over here, okay. There's 2 peppercorn trees. That's a lemon tree. That's also a lemon tree. Okay. That's did I do something wrong again? That's 2 peppercorn trees. But yeah, I'd like to start I wouldn't mind starting a server with just like my favorite fabric mods and having some people come and play. Yeah, lime leaves. Lime. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I don't change all of it to lime. Okay, let's double check this section for lemon, yeah? The word lemon, lemon tree is not in here. Cool. Now everything should be fine. If I run again. Yeah, even just like I'd like to have like quite a few people playing with my mod that I have like a direct interaction with, especially if I go into like sort of some harder mechanics and things like that, so that I can know where like they can like rather than me having to try and go through absolutely everything to test where like bugs are and stuff like that. I would have people doing every aspect of my mod and they'd be able to tell me if things were wrong easily because I know personally like I like to do a lot of testing and that's what I've done so far, but if I get into harder mechanics I'm gonna miss things and I feel like it would be beneficial to me to have people playing playing my mod that I have a direct interaction with so that I can I can know what's going wrong with my mod straight from the source rather than getting like issue trackers and stuff like that on GitHub. Alrighty. Pirate ship. There's one. It's also way easier to spot these trees at the moment. Okay, there we go. There's a lime tree. There's a peppercorn tree. Interesting. Let's just see how... Okay, that's a portal. Common they are. This is a pretty big plains biome, but there's only 2 of the trees. Yeah, it is interesting to see what a group server sort of evolves into. And if there's some other interesting mods in there as well. I don't like anything too game breaking. Like I've played so much modded Minecraft over the years. I've played every mod pack under the sun, all the Skyblock mod pack, like modded Minecrafts, to every kitchen sink pack you can think of. But I would be interested to just play like quality of life mods, like nothing that changes the game too much, because I find that that can be a bit much or a bit annoying eventually, because there's just some overpowered mods out there. Not that there's anything wrong with those overpowered mods being made, I just don't personally like to play with them. Not anymore, at least. When I was 13 or 14 I did, because it was great to be a god in Minecraft. But just some stuff that like almost feels like vanilla additions, you know what I mean? Like stuff that like you could feel like is added in vanilla, which is why I'm trying to make this very like an extension of vanilla. One-shotting the Ender Dragon was easy back in the day with like Draconic Evolution. Like that mod would just give you absolutely beastly items. You could literally just one-shot the Ender Dragon. Where's a plains biome? There's one. Okay, there's a tree. Can't see any peppercorn trees around, which is good. That's a lime tree as well. Doesn't look like there's any more in the general vicinity, which I think is kind of the rarity I want to go for. Like I want you to have to explore to find some of these trees. You know what I mean? Or like also if you're playing on a server, it kind of helps people interact and trade. Like, oh, I've found lemon trees, so I can give you a lemon sapling if you give me a peppercorn sapling, and vice versa. Or people can fucking corner the market. They can go and find every peppercorn tree within 10,000 blocks, chop it down, and corner the market on peppercorns. But the only way you can get pepper is if you go through them. Either way. I could put some trees in the swamp as well, just to liven it up a little bit. I don't think I can add anything to the dark oak forest because it'll be a bit much. Could also add some to the tiger biomes and stuff. And I want to add some to the forest as well. But the dark oak forest I think is just too thick. The problem is at the moment, when you spawn trees, the way I'm spawning them at least, they don't really take into account what they're spawning on, which means when you're trying to spawn in a densely packed forest like this, there's all the chance in the world that like your tree just spawns like here. You know what I mean? Just like this, and it's like, yeah, that's your tree. And it's like, you kind of don't want to be spawning trees on top of trees, so just going to avoid the densely packed forest as much as possible, or at least the dark oak, for sure. But I think you could probably fit some into here, maybe some, just depending on the type of thing, you could probably... I think the acacia biome would be really a good place for an olive tree. This feels like really Mediterranean. there's another one. Or is that the tree we went before and I just came back around? I think I just came back around. Yeah, I definitely did. But they're rare. That's the point, which is good. Let's just see if we can see any on this side. Cool desert village. Very nice. All right. Let's go back to the code. So we've got the trees. They're spawning in. We've got their leaf blocks. What we need to do now is assign their block textures. We need to assign their item textures. We need to assign, you know what, as well, I need to check. Go into my test world. Where are the saplings? I'm gonna set up some flower pots just off to the side a little bit. Dun, dun. There's a flower pot. There it is. We have the peppercorn sapling, and then we have these two. But that way, once I texture them, I'll be able to see them. All right. So you can see here, up here, I've made 92 file changes since my last update of the mod. So there's a few things being added in this time. A few things. Let's see. You can close that, I think, now. That's just a drying rack recipe loader. I don't think we need this at the moment. Okay. So we essentially just need this, right? Okay. So what we can do is new file. We want to do lemonleaves.json, JSON. So Lib, if you're still around, what are you looking to get into now? You finished high school, man. What's the plan? I think I asked you this before, but I don't remember the answer. So what's next? Do you have something that you want to study, or you just want to do a trade, or be a tradie? Do you guys use the word tradie in Canada? I feel like that's a very Australian thing. Lemon sapling. Smells like a candle's burning. Computer's not hot. Alright, give me just a sec. I'm just gonna check out what this smell is, because it really smells like just a candle is burning, which is a bit dodgy. false alarm. Nothing's burning. Everything's good. I think. I hope. What do we need to add as well? We need to add the lime sapling. So these files basically, all they do is direct the lime leaves. All they do is direct the direct to the texture file. They do nothing else. All right, we can close those ones and that one. What is this cat? A glitch cat. I have not seen that emoji before, or that emote before. God, I'm old. I just said emoji, didn't I? I know it's an emote. I swear I know it's an emote. Lemon. This is gonna be me writing lemon sapling and lime sapling a lot. Lemon sapling. Lime sapling. Potted lemon sapling. Jeez. Lemon. And then potted lime. Paste. Lime. Alright, those are set up. And then we need the leaves file. I promise we'll get into the more interesting part in a minute. I just have to set up these files so that it can find the textures. Wish it was easier though. I'm sure there is an easier way to do it and I just don't know it though, but I guess copy and pasting seems pretty easy to me. Alrighty, those are the block models. Then we need the item models. Just leaves and sapling. Lemon, leaves. Oh, Jason. Those are the peppercorn ones. Okay. Nice and easy. Just has to point at the block model. Cool. Lemon. Oh, yep, spelled that right. Cool. And the sapling. Ah, God. Lime sapling.json. lemon sapling. Alright, that's the item file. Then we just need the textures for them. Oh. Oops. Undo. That needs to stay the same. And okay, so it'll just be, so this is how you assign your name to your block. So we got lemon leaves, and we can give it whatever we want. This is what it'll show up as in game. Lemon leaves. Then we have block.fab.lemon sapling as lemon sapling. And we have block.fab.lime leaves. Goddamn. Leaves, if I can type today. Lime leaves. Block.fab.lime sapling. Oh, I really need to sit up. Remind me to sit up, Lib. I'm gonna get into some bad posture habits very soon. Alright, that should give the name out. I'm gonna have to add a loot table, but we don't have the lemon and lime actual item in yet, so we'll have to wait for that. But let's get the textures in, because we haven't done any texturing yet today, and I'm feeling like it. Where's Photoshop? Here it is. Okay. So this is the peppercorn leaves. I kind of want it equally. Like equal hue and saturation, if that makes sense. I want it below this. Maybe a little less though. I only go around the 30 mark. Okay, so this is going to be lemons. So let's work out the rough shape of the lemons we want, and then we can work on the color. Actually, the way I usually do this is I make the item first and then I just drag the colors over. So maybe it's worth doing a new one, and we'll work on the lemon texture first. Because I know the rough shape I would like the lemon to be. Like, realistically, you want an oval shape, right? That's going to be too close though then. I guess I can go down one more corner. Probably round that corner off as well. That looks kind of weird. Is there a better way of rounding this off? I think we could just do that. That looks weird. Why does that look weird? How do lemons look? Lib, any ideas what lemons look like? Because I'm clearly mistaken what lemons look like. I feel like that's more lemon shape-ish. And I'm gonna do a little stalk with a leaf off the side, I think. Okay, we'll factor that in a second. Lemon colors yellow, obviously. I feel like that's a good base yellow. Let's color in the main shape. We'll figure out the stalk at the end. I kind of just wing it with my textures. I don't have any rhyme or reason. I kind of just find a nice base color. Go from there. Oh, why did that change? That's not too bad. And we'll go closer to this yellow that we're using already. Right? And then I think I just need a lighter color than this yellow that I'm already using. And we'll just sort of the other side with that. Yeah. A good start. And then we just sort of blend everything together. Grab this one. Kind of blend him into the next color as well. We'll grab this one. Try and blend him across just a touch. Grab that one. Blend that in just a little bit at least. And we can grab the lighter color and kind of finish it off. Even might just grab this a little bit and just try and blend it back to make it a bit more yellow heavy. That's quite good. And then some sort of stalk on it. Let's grab a brown of some sort. And I wanted a leaf. Just wondering with a brown. just did that. Then I grab my green. Do a brighter green. Too thick if we use more than 3, I feel like. Let's make this a little bit darker. Grab that one. Redo that side. Grab that. And then grab a dark green. I think that's good. It's a nice lemon, if I do say so myself. Ooh. Let's save that one. Alrighty. Then if we're looking at doing lemon leaves, let's get our base shapes. Just figured out where they're going to go. I kind of don't want to cover the spaces in the leaves too much. And I also just need to think about how large means we'll do like that. This shape? No. That's just a bowl. With that being the stalk, maybe? Let's give this a go. Grab our dark yellow. I'll come back over here. Grab our brighter yellow. Color that in. That's that one. Grab this one. And we'll grab even brighter. And even brighter. And then we'll grab the stem color. Okay. I think that's a good first one. But I think I would want at least Maybe 2 per leaf. And then I'm gonna do variations for these tree leaves later, because there's a lot wrong with how they are, but let's see if this is where I want it as well. So it was here. Move it down, but that's move it down and sort of across, and then have another one in this space up here. Do something like that. We added another layer. Just grab these yellows from here. The shading would still be on this side. And this one also take up most of that space. And now we can cover that bit. I think that looks pretty good. You can always see it in game and see how it sort of fits. Maybe there. Let's export that one. Lemon leaves. Save. And then we want to do a new file. That's our lemon leaves. And they're definitely done. Yeah, that's way too bright. That's like jungle bright. And let's do our lime item, which is going to be much easier because it doesn't have to be a weird oval shape. It's literally a circle. Limes are circular. Change my mind. Alright, we're going to keep it smaller than that then, I guess. 4, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I want the circle to be smaller than this. So I can add a stalk at the top as well. Maybe I just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 4. Like this. And then I can do like a kind of deal that kind of looks like a grenade, but it's going to be fine. I'll start with a nice deep green and we'll go from there. It does look like a lot like a hand grenade at the moment, but it will be fine. I swear. I think if I just emphasize the liminess. It'll be fine. We'll go a little bit lighter. We want to eventually get to like the lime green, yeah. We're going to want to do some jumps towards it. Because limes are pretty dark most of the time. But they definitely get bright pretty quick. There we go. I think that's a little too deep. I think I just need to go. That maybe. And then we do our really light on the outer side, like here. Alright, let's try blend this together. See how it goes. I don't want to start with the dark. Start with this one. We can kind of mix it into the dark to break it up a little bit. Vice versa with this one, we're going to break it up a little bit, going back this way and forwards as well. I feel like Bob Ross right now. Not equating myself to a master painter, but just don't feel like I'm talking very incredibly enthusiastically while painting something. Actually, I think that's good. And then if I just left the lemon one open, lemon, there it is. We'll just steal the exact same stalk because it's going to sit on the same leaves. Same leaf type. And then this green is different somehow from the other green. For sure. I think that's a nice lime. For sure. Um, Alrighty. Let's save that one. Time. And we'll export that as time. Alright, and then let's do some leaves, I guess. Again, these should be easier because limes are just straight up circle, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah, and I probably want them in similar bigs, right? Like, is that too big compared to the lemon? The lemon is a tiny bit smaller, just due to the way it's constructed. Is that too small though? That looks almost like the peppercorns then. Alright, I think what I want to do is have, oh, nope, this one here, nope, and then have this one there. Yeah, I think they're kind of even. We go to the lime, grab our dark. Oh, whoops, I drew directly on the leaves then. Change the white to black. Flip it over. Where was it? I totally forgot for a second there. Here and nope. Here. Here. Then another layer above. Switch back to our green. How's that gonna meld with it? I think you'll be able to see that. Like I feel like that's a different enough green, right? Like it's a lot brighter. We're gonna jump across because I'm using a few more colors in here and I feel like I've got less space than when I did the lemons. And we'll jump across again. Alright, I might need the in-between color at least on that one. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. And then if I just use the brightest color, you can take that back in and just do like something like that. I think you can see those well enough, if I do say so myself. Ah. Alright, let's export this as lime leaves. Oh. just move those over. Final exports, I have lime leaves and lemon leaves that I need to take and put in the blocks. In items, I have lime and lemon. And then I need to make saplings for those. Alrighty. Let's grab our yellows again. I'm just gonna kind of wing it with this one as well. This is my sapling texture, so I'm kind of just gonna do that there. Where roughly was the other one? Down here. We're just gonna do that, I think. And then gonna grab this. Is that one? No, okay. I missed a color. Skip the color. That then. I don't know what color I'm using at the moment. Okay, that one's that one. Then if I just grab the lighter. Yeah, that's fine. And then grab the even lighter and just do like one of those. We'll export that one as the lemon sapling. Oh, we'll see how all these look in game. I also have to fix up the sapling texture at some point, but I'm not bothered at the moment. And let's wing the lime one as well, because I have no clue how I'm meant to do that one. Okay, they're roughly here, but I feel like if I do that, that's huge. Means I can do that, or I can do this. Which I don't feel like is enough, but it might be my only option. This middle one is very close to the color of the tree. I might switch it out for that. Do something like that. I want to see how it is in game. I think it's just going to be really close to the peppercorn sapling, because it's so small. Let's just rename file as well. Alright, where have we got lemon sapling and we've got the lime sapling. We'll copy those. Put them in blocks as well. And last thing I need to do before I open this up again to check everything's working is I want to add in the change this to actually I'm gonna make a different I'll make a different section for fruit. And we'll do public static final item item lemon. Hunger to saturation. I might do this just a tiny bit higher than I'll double that from what regular like wrap is. Do that, and let's just copy this and do lime. Okay, I can close you. And I think I can close you too now. Then I just need to register these. I spelled register wrong. Of course. Lemon. Lemon. And lime. All right. Then let's just give those names as well while we're here. Item. Oh, it'll just be item.fab.lime is lime. And then we can add this one in as well. Item.fab.lemon is lemon. And then should have the textures in. Item textures, I just need to add lime.json. And I can grab anything, it doesn't really matter. Copy that across. And we just have to do a lemon.json as well. And change that to, all right. Last thing I want to do is data, fab, loot tables, blocks. Peppercorn leaves. I want to copy this pool to lemon leaves dot JSON. And we're just going to change things. Peppercorn item should be lemon because that's our output. It can drop sticks, that's fine. Gonna drop lemon sapling. And we want it to drop lemon leaves if it's silk touch. I think that's fine. And we want to do lime leaves. Where this is going to be worth it. Lime. The next name item is the stick. Sapling. Lime sapling. And lime leaves. Close that one too. Then we just have to do the sapling drop. Make sure you can pick it up again if you need to. That one's an easy one. Lemon. What's up, Jux? How you doing, man? What's going on? This is lime tree, lime sapling. Pretty good? Good to hear, man. Oh, I wasn't even on my IDE that whole time. My bad. My bad. You were just staring at a sapling that whole time. Oh, good. JSON files are pretty boring. But now's the fun part. We get to launch the game and it crashed. Oh. That'd be why. So I'm just making a food expansion mod for Minecraft 1.17. So yeah, just adding some new foods, items, sort of processes to get foods and stuff like that as well. Nothing special, I guess, but I'll show you what I've done so far. I'm just about to jump into Minecraft. It goes black for some reason. The IDE is Minecraft for a bit. Okay, so these still aren't working. That's not the best sign in the world, but let's see. Okay, so lemon and lime saplings are both working. That's good. We have lemon leaves and lime leaves. Those are both working. Lime and lemon items both work. So this stream we've just been adding two new trees, so the lemon and lime trees to the game. Jux. So I'm just everything should be added. Oh, that's a bit much, isn't it? Okay, I'll have to tone down the leaves. That's a little bit much. How is the lime tree though? Okay, the lime tree is a bit more reserved at least. I have to get some variations in that don't have don't have limes on them. Yeah, I have to input some variations because yeah, it's a little bit much, but they do look good. Because if it was just if it was like 8 or 9 just mixed throughout the tree, I think it'd be fine. And these aren't working, and I don't know why. The potted ones. Let's take a look and see. Take a look and see if I can find out why the potted one is not rendering. That's a loot table. Models block. Okay, these follow the same. Yeah, potted lime, potted lemon, and then that's the models. Do I? Oh, I don't have block states for them. Okay. So potted lemon sapling.json, and we'll just create the potted lime as well while we're at it. And then if I just grab the code from here, lime and lemon. All right. Those should work as well now. That's fine. Jump back in the game. Yeah, I'll show you what I've done, Jaxie. So we've got the tomato crops. We've got quite a few things, but I'll show you the blocks in game. So tomato crops. There's lettuce crop. There's brown onion and red onion. Oh, god damn. My bad. Sorry. We have. I keep forgetting about it. Tomato crops over there. Then the lettuce crop. Then we have brown onion and red onion variant. Those are all the crops I have at the moment. Then I have the drying racks and all the wood variants. So you put there's a few recipes for them at the moment, but there'll be more. But if you put like peppercorns up, it takes 5 minutes for them to dry. And then they'll turn into dry peppercorns. What else? I've got a new ore that I need to keep working on the texture for, but not too bad, the salt ore. But food items, we've got salt and pepper squid, we've got nuggets, we've got fries, we got onion rings, caramelized onions and cooked onions, bacon, a BLT. So got a few things. But hopefully I'll get some more and some new things incorporated into the mod over time, and hopefully these work now as well. But yeah, that lemon tree was definitely a little much, I think. Let's just take a look at it again. I think the lemons just look like the lemons are just too big. And I think the limes are only okay because they kind of mix in. Because like this year's a peppercorn tree. And like if you just stand back, like just look how much more like subtle this is. Even though it has like red and orange on it. The lemon texture on the leaf looks a little flat. Yeah, exactly. But like I think it's just because it's big, but it's not big enough for me to sort of like give it enough shape. But like look at that one. Like that one in the back is just so much more subtle. Even if you like that is so much more subtle than these two. Like the lime is okay because it sort of blends in. But I think the solution to this is one, like down the lemon size, at least the lime size. And then from there put variations that don't have lemons on it in here. So that only like a couple of the leaves actually have lemons on them. Same with the limes, I'd probably down those as well. And And then I think it'd be more understandable. I don't mind the limes, but like that one is much more subtle than both of these. And like it does have like I said, it has like bright orange and red on it, but like you just don't even really notice. All right, and the other thing we have to check while we're still around is whether or not they're spawning properly. So let's hope we spawn in a plains biome. We definitely did not spawn in a plains biome. Please don't be an island and let me be able to find a plains biome. Oh, is this another jungle island? Please don't let this be another jungle island. I've already opened, I think, onto 2 jungle islands today. Yeah. I just start more worlds. Until I find a plains biome. I'm not too bothered. Yeah, the thing I'm testing though is just making sure they are only spawning in plains biomes as well. I do want a mixed world so that I can double check that. So I do like checking out the other biomes a little bit at least. Yeah, there's a plains biome. A little one at least. Okay, there's a lemon tree. And a lime tree. And a peppercorn tree. So there's all 3 right next to each other. Let's see if there's any... Doesn't look like there's any more of them in this little plains biome. Which is good for rarity because I don't want them to be common. Or too common at least. See if we fly over this. Maybe find another one. Looks like it's just ocean. Let's go back and see if we fly the other direction. Alright, let's keep an eye out for the trees. They should be fairly rare. These should all just be oak trees, really. Looks like it. It was just kind of a lucky clustering of all 3 trees right next to each other that we found, I think. Should only maybe find like 1 to 3 per plains biome, and only depends on how big the plains biome is. Yeah, so there was no more in this plains, which is good. I do want them to be fairly fairly rare. Um, Can't see any in the forest, which is good. Looks like it's all located just in plains. None in the birch forest. Should be able to spot them pretty easy in the birch forest. Okay, here's another plain. So we should find at least one of the types of trees. Per plains biome. There's a lime. There's a lemon. That's a regular oak. That's the forest. There's lime and lemon. No peppercorns. But that's okay. What are the chances of all three spawning right next to each other? Yeah, I have no clue because like this is two next to each other as well. So I will say I'm not like 100% sure how the spawn mechanics work for the trees. Like I understand like how to set which biome and stuff like that, but how it picks where in the biome, I haven't been able to figure out too much. I know it uses some sort of height map to sort of look random or like randomly place them, but I haven't figured out exactly how it's figuring out how it's meant to place them. But I would say the chances are very small for them to spawn all together right next to each other. Through my testing so far, at least with just the regular peppercorn, which they're all set to the same chance, the regular peppercorn spawns in a really big plains biome, like what I would classify as a large plains biome. Maybe 3 trees, maybe like 1 to 3 in a large plains biome. So, like, yeah, all of them spawning next to each other is got to be fairly uncommon, at least fairly uncommon. Is this sunflower plain? There's another lemon. If a default tree is going to spawn, then uses the weight value of the modded tree to decide if it will spawn as a modded tree or as a default tree. I think as far as I'm aware, it won't do that because it's not sort of replacing the vanilla tree's ability to spawn. Oh, there they are, all 3 next to each other. I think what it does though, in from what I can tell, they're kind of grouped. So any trees spawning in the biome, they're kind of grouped. Because look, there's another 3 right next to each other as well, actually. So it must be just like common to sort of group the trees. But I don't think it replaces a vanilla tree, because in a regular plains biome you wouldn't see 1, 2, 3, 4. You would sort of see 1, 2, 3, 4 like they are placed out. I think it just sort of adds them in, and because of the way it tends to spawn trees, I think they just sort of spawn in the same area. I might even look at reducing the chance of finding these trees just a little bit more. Let's check out the rest of this biome. There's another lime. There's another lemon. And is that a peppercorn? That's a peppercorn. Okay, so yeah, that's got to be the way it works, right? They've all got the same height map that's that's allowing them to spawn, which means they must be just getting the same number and all spawning right next to each other every time. I'm gonna up the up the percentage chance of finding them. I'm gonna make them rarer. It's like, yeah, if you can just find them in groups like this every time, it's kind of like pointless. Like just a touch pointless. You know what I mean? Very much so pointless. Yeah. Well, like, I don't know though, because like, okay, there's no peppercorn in this group. They're right next to each other again. Just a regular tree. Those are all regular. Yeah, let's check that out actually. That's a good point. F3G. And I think it's mainly just the trunk that would be in the same. Yeah, as long as the trunk's in the same one. Like it can extend out with the leaves. So these two are for sure. So maybe if I take a look at the height maps that spawn them, I can edit the height maps. Or I can use different height maps for each of them to potentially make them spawn more irregularly. Let's go and check these ones out. Look at these. There's a little grouping. Here's a little grouping. Yeah, see all the trunks here are in the same chunk as well. And these ones would be in the same chunk. Do you see the regular ones spawn in separate chunks? Let's go and find the other groupings and just check it all. A little bit weird, but I guess kind of a little bit expected. There's some more. Lemon and lime and peppercorn, that's all of them. Because if they're all using the same spawning mechanics, if it's giving off the same like chunk number every like in all of them, right? And then applying the chance of spawning them. So if it's like reading through all of those chunks and going, all right, here's the chunk that you can spawn in. What's the chance of you spawning in it? Spawn or not spawn? Like it's not super, it wouldn't be super uncommon to have them all spawning in the same chunk. And then you get the variations of like one of the trees is missing. So I might have to look more into the chance of spawning, chances of spawning trees to make them different and rarer. For sure rarer. But at least they're not spawning in any other biomes, as far as I can tell. But yeah, definitely weird. Oh, the other thing we have to test, I'll have to look into that and figure it out. The other thing we have to test is whether or not they drop. Oh.
Okay, so it drops sticks. It drops its sapling. And does it drop limes? The only other thing we have to test. There we go. Okay. Just make sure the loot tables work. There's sapling. Alright, this one definitely drops saplings. Which means hopefully the rest of its loot table works, but we'll know in a second. Okay, there's a stick. Not identical, no. So apples have a really, really rare chance of like a really rare chance of dropping. They're about half as likely as a stick to drop. So I've made it so I've made it at least so the peppercorns, lemons, and limes are equal to sticks. So I think a stick has something like a... Oh, we can check actually. I should have the loot tables. Lime leaves. So a stick has roughly... Oh, where is the... Yeah. So without any fortune or anything, a stick has a 0.02 percent chance of dropping. I think an apple only had something like 0.013 or something like that. So I've just upped them all to the same as sticks, as far as I'm aware. If I'm remembering what I did correctly. I definitely changed it. It's definitely more than an apple oak tree relationship. But it's not like a tremendous amount more. Just because I feel like I'm gonna use a lot of these items for yeah, I really don't know why apples are so rare. I'm gonna use a lot of these items for like recipes and stuff like that for like sort of better food items in the game. So I don't want to make them unattainable like apples are, because like who has like a ton of apples ever? Like even when you're like have a really old... You've been playing Sky Factory recently, might have boosted apple rates. Yeah, I think they have. At least when I played like the few original Sky Factories, like 1, 2, and 3, I think they're at 4 now, aren't they? They all had boosted apple rates as far as I was aware. Because like it was a lot easier to get apples in that, and also you could make like the apple saplings from Pam's Harvest Craft, which like you could just end up with like 100 apples in like a few minutes. But yeah. It's like even if you've had a world for ages, you don't have that many apples. No one has that many apples ever. Whereas like, yeah, because these are going to be sort of important for recipes and stuff, I didn't want it to be too hard. Like you'll still have to farm them, but like it'll be within reason. Like, and I'll always do beta testing and like up the chances if it seems like it's too much or like too little. Oh. Alrighty. So lemon leaves I definitely have to change because they almost look like mangoes or bananas. They're so big. And I think the lemon and lime like these textures, I think those are good. Those came out well. just these I have to probably change a little bit. And then also the sapling textures I think came out okay. Like there's not much you can do. You just have to sort of give off the like get the information across exactly what it is by looking at it, right? Like you can look at that and go, oh, that probably grows something yellow at least, right? That's like grows something green, so it's probably lime, and that's probably lemon. I honestly think my favorite textures so far I've made are these ones, like the onions. I like the final two crop stages for the onions. I feel like a big field of onions would look so cool. Hmm. All right. Let me write down some things that I'm gonna have to do next time, or in between. So, in between, I'm gonna have to look at chance of spawning trees and how that all works exactly, because the way I've got it now is clearly putting them all together. It was fine when I just had one tree, but now I've got three. It's a bit bad. I need to look at the lemon, lime, leaves, textures, and probably add some variants just to cut down on the amount of color. Catch you, Jux. Sleep well, man. Have a good rest of your night. What else do I have to do? The potted should work now. We have to add in some sort of garlic. Is next on the agenda. We have to look at mayo, and aioli is sort of on the agenda for my steak sandwich. Steak sandwich is on the agenda for my steak sandwich. Still, I got less done than I'd like to this stream, but I also got 2 new trees implemented, so gonna still consider it a win. And other than that, just future plans. Gonna need to add some sort of glass vessel, jar, or jug, perhaps, or to hold something like sauces. And yeah, if I do juices or anything like that, garlic crusher as well. Crusher or garlic. Alright guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you did, I'm not going to be able to release an updated version of the pack just yet. The next thing I want to, the sort of linchpin of me releasing the next version is going to be the steak sandwich. So once I figure all that out, that's the other thing I need as well. Some sort of oil, right? Maybe what I can test with. That might be good, actually. I'm gonna write it down. No spoilers for you guys, sorry. I can test with that, I think, and then add in extra items into the game for alternate oils later. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. But to make mayo, we are gonna need oil, which is just going to be a bit of a tough one to sort of get. But I definitely want aioli. I'm going to stick to my guns and add it the way I want to add it, the way I thought about adding it. I don't want to make exceptions to sort of how I thought about it. So I'm going to add a steak sandwich. It's going to use an aioli sauce, steak, and caramelized onion. I've got the steak and caramelized onion. I've got the sliced bread. So basically we're just on the way of getting to the aioli. We got the lemons in today because we do need lemon juice. So we're going to do lemon juice next time. We are going to need garlic. So we're going to do garlic crop next time. We've got eggs in the game already. I don't know if I want to make like cracked eggs or like how I want to do that, or whether or not I just use the egg item as is. Because I think I might just use the egg item as is, but I don't know how I want to do that. I'm going to figure that out in between streams. I'll write that down as well. I think that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Please tune in next time. Follow if you haven't already, and we'll keep making the mod, and I'll release another version of it, and then you guys will all be able to play with it and make fucking steak sandwiches in Minecraft. That's the goal. So thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day.